Alright, quick update for FITFI. So, we're still going up. FITFI looks very bullish to me. Let's start off with the lower time frames, and then we'll jump into some higher time frames and look at some price targets. So, to start off with, you can see FITFI is looking very nice right now. We're in an ascending channel. On the hourly time frame, the EMA ribbons have flipped back bullish. I really don't like to put too much weight in 1 hourly time frames when I do most of my analysis, but for FITFI, we really don't have much data to run off. There's only so much I can do on the daily here with, you know, less than 2 weeks traded. However, on the hourly so far, 1 hourly EMA ribbons seem to perfectly define when we do have these pumps. I mean, these 1 hourly flips perfectly signaled this flush out, and then the long perfectly signaled that we were going to go up. You can see both of these shorts were very short-lived as well, and I want to talk about this because it's a very interesting fractal that we're seeing right now. Momentum is starting to subside a bit, but I do see this hourly candle was really trying to push up a bit, so I do think we could be getting that strength back in the charts that we're looking for. It was only 3 hours ago that we came back down and had a higher low here. You can see the last time we came down and had a higher low, it took us a little bit of time. I mean, it took us like a day or two to get back to the top of this channel, so I could imagine that we are just chopping around, but you know, looking at this, lower time frames, you're still making higher lows. No matter what time frame you look on, everything looks pretty good. So I think that's about everything on the hourly, apart from the fractal. So before we do jump into the fractal as well, let's talk about some nice news. Just a quick update. If we go over to the Step app Twitter, microdosing this again, you can see 162,000 followers. If you do want to follow me on Twitter, it's over here, 618_cowboy. But yeah, talking about these two quick posts, let's start off with the transactions on the AVAX blockchain right now. You can see there's not a single minute with without new FITFI staking transactions. Everyone, I imagine, is basically staking. I mean, you can see here in the past minute when they posted this, tons and tons of transactions. From what I can tell, I believe they're the top in the Avalanche blockchain at this moment in time. I think they posted that the other day, but let's see, Avalanche network. I mean, yeah, it is currently 10 to 30 times higher for gas fees. I mean, they completely, you know, demolished the gas fees over on Avalanche. So yeah, very interesting stuff going on. Also, CoinGecko posted that in the past 30 days, global 30 days, Step app has taken over. This is what I've been telling people. I've been saying, you know, these moves to earns, they're gonna have these runs up, they're gonna have these, you know, nice pushes up, and then as soon as another project comes out with a good amount of hype, you know, or even better hype, then you can just see it takes over. It was only 2 weeks ago everyone was talking about Steppen, then it was a week later everyone was talking about Ape, or to be fair, it was only a couple of days ago everyone was talking about Ape. Now everyone's talking about Step app. I like to see green Satoshi token on this blockchain as well, or on this list rather. Avalanche is probably getting some extra interest because of Step app. What else have we got going on here? Algorand, always love to see that on there. Solana as well, big Solana fan, so happy to see that on number 11. So lots of interesting stuff going on. That is basically the news. If we hop over to the FITFI chart, let's talk about this interesting fractal, because previously you can see, you know, we had the 1 hourly time frames switch bullish on both of these trends, and the trend was defined perfectly by this run up that we made. In both instances, we had a low, we came up, made a new all-time high, had a low, new all-time high. You can see both of them fired short, very short-lived, like literally lasted not even a day or so, or probably maybe a day and a half. We did fake out, we had a quick capitulation wick. You can see here, as soon as it fired, it was boom, and then it was done. As soon as this fired here, boom, and then it was done. And we've been chopping up since then. Now, I do not believe, I mean, maybe if I can put this on a log scale, but then it would kind of be cherry picking the data, but I don't think there's like a perfect channel that can define what we saw here. I mean, that was technically the all-time high, so falling out of the channel, that would have been a rejection from it. But you know, this is an odd looking odd looking channel. It's very rare that you see channels that are this thin in the base and then just extend out in such a steep but narrow range. Very interesting, but nonetheless, you know, you can see these channels that are ascending after you do have these bottoms after the 1 hourly EMA ribbons flip. And you can see here, 1 hourly EMA ribbons fired bullish and we were off to the races. We had a pump, we had a correction into the EMA ribbons, and then we were off to the races. Well, what we're seeing right now is we've pumped after the long, we've come back into the EMA ribbons, and we're already starting to move up. So, you know, judging by the previous fractal, if this does play out to the teeth, you know, you could perhaps see another 10% or so pump for FITFI in the next, let's see, I mean, this is in the next 4 to 8 hours. I don't necessarily think we have to play it out to the teeth like this. I mean, you know, I'm saying that we are going to move up to the top of this channel at some point in time, but to me, you know, these fractals do not have to play out 100%. For example, I mean, this could go up to the heart line, this could come back down, bounce on here somewhere, and then, you know, zigzag its way. I don't think it's going to play out the exact same as it did before. So 4 hourly time frame, let's start wrapping up the video. You can see, like I talked about in the previous video for FITFI, your 4 hourly EMA has now fully loaded in. We are getting perfect support every time we come down into the 4 hourly EMA ribbons and have a confirmed bounce. So daily time frame, everything's bullish. I mean, if we go to Heikonashi's, have we ever even been bearish? We've literally never been bearish on FITFI for the Heikonashi, so I would definitely say the trend is your friend on this one. It really seems like, you know, these daily corrections that we have are just completely nothing. On the 4 hourly time frame as well, Heikonashi's are, it actually seems like they perfectly characterize the uptrends and the downtrends. So I might have to do a 4 hourly Heikonashi video for FITFI. Let me know if you do want to see that in the comment section down below. I definitely might look into that tomorrow. So once again, and also to wrap up the video, a lot of you are probably wondering, did I get liquidated? Because my stop loss was down here exactly at 0.55, and if we come into the 1 minute time frame, on my exchange it actually did come down to, I think it was just 0.551, or it was 0.55, but there was no liquidity. Like, look, I'm on the 1 minute time frame. You can see we did not even have a 1 minute close. We just had a quick pump. There was no liquidity, got bought back up ASAP. So I'm still in my trade and my stop loss is still in the exact same place. I don't personally plan on moving it up right now because I still feel, yeah, I feel like the next correction might be coming in the next couple of days. For example, that could mean something like this could play out, where, you know, we bounce to the top of this channel, potentially hit my first price target at 83 cents. Maybe this could come down, maybe we could have another retracement. This is kind of my worst case scenario. You know, I almost do feel like with the low market cap of FITFI, 82 cent is nothing. If we do get that KuCoin listing coming soon, 95 cent and $1 is definitely what I'm personally planning on looking out for FITFI at this moment in time. So I'm not looking to increase my stop loss because, you know, I would be happy, worst case scenario, to walk out with a 10% profit. As of this moment in time, we are pumping up from that region, so I don't see anything wrong with FITFI right now. Another beautiful day for FITFI. We're getting global adoption. Tons of people are talking about it, and also some great news on FITFI. I mean, they're backing up the Avalanche blockchain. I do really like the setup on FITFI right now. So yeah, absolutely no quarrels over here. Daily time frame, yeah, EMA ribbons haven't loaded in, so I do look forward to the time where we will be able to check that out. However, maybe by the time the daily EMA ribbons have loaded in, there'll be a new hype move to earn project. So I definitely wouldn't be looking at holding this forever. That's just my opinion. I think, you know, if we come over to GMT, it's very, very clear that a lot of these go through very quick euphoric phases and then fall out of favor as soon as a new king is in town. And in my opinion, FITFI is taking that cake at this moment in time. Still think GMT is going to be a good hold, still think FITFI is going to be a good hold for a prolonged period of time, but like I said, I'm hedging my bets out of the market as we do come up to these higher price targets. So 82 cent, 95 cent, that is where I'm personally planning. Every time frame looks great. I'm telling you, trend is your friend until the end. We're super, super bullish. So that's all I've got for FITFI. I hope you found value in this video. As always, cowboy out, not financial advice, and as always, peace.